What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to X-Men What Ifs. Today we're going to be answering the question of what if Trunks asks for help against the androids at the same time? Where the hell has Vegeta been? Last part we went over the changes of the android arc, and now with those changes being Goku surviving and having Super Saiyan 2 way earlier on, how is that going to affect the Buu Saga portion of the story? Well, let's continue that discussion today. Let's go. After meeting Videl, Gohan would still have their little arc, but this time when Videl would ask to train with Gohan, Gohan would have her join him in his daily training from Goku. Goku would be very delicate with Videl and patient, and soon enough she'd be able to fly. This time, Videl would have become much stronger thanks to the help of Goku's training. Time passes, with one day, Videl tells the group about the World Tournament. Goku would be excited to hear about this, so he and Gohan would join the tournament. Yamcha would also participate this time, with him being excited to show off the fruits of his training in a tournament after so long. Krillin and 18 would still show up to the tournament, with Krillin going up against Pintar just as normal, but that's not the main topic of today. Everything goes the same until Videl faces Spopovich, because this time, it wouldn't be Spopovich. A man covered in a cloak would face off against Videl, with Videl sensing a very sinister power. Videl would then go full power against the cloaked man, but the man dodges all her attacks and soon enough slams her to the ground. This attack would have knocked Videl down badly, worse than Spopovich, but it wouldn't end with that. The man would begin to laugh as he beat Videl into a pulp, with Gohan becoming infuriated from this. Videl would then be slammed to the ground, where the man would slam his foot onto Videl's face, crushing her, with the people of the stands beginning to throw things at the man, demanding him to stop. The man would then take off his cloak, and he would be revealed to be none other than Vegeta. Everyone would be extremely confused to see Vegeta after so long, and Vegeta looks towards the stands and kills a chunk of people. Goku and Gohan would jump in, with Goku punching Vegeta away, and with Gohan taking Videl away to get a senzu bean as soon as possible. Vegeta's blood would boil at the sight of Goku, and he would begin to roar, Kakarot! Shin and Kibito would then reveal themselves, with Shin telling Goku not to fight, and this time, Goku actually backs off, mainly because he would want to know what happened to Vegeta after all those years. Babidi would then separate Goku and Vegeta from everyone there. Vegeta would then explain that after he left the Earth, he would go from planet to planet and train to the brink of death, and that he continued that for years until Lord Babidi would find him one day and make him the strongest being in the universe. Goku would tell Vegeta that his time away from Earth was a waste of time and that he needs to leave. Vegeta would get into a fighting position, telling Kakarot that he's not leaving until he rips him apart and destroys the Earth. Goku and Vegeta would then power up into Super Saiyan 2 and charge towards each other, beginning a straight up fight to the death. Babidi would attempt to have Vegeta kill Shin at that moment, but Vegeta would easily be able to disobey because of his drive to kill Goku would be way stronger this time around. Now, just to be frank with this, just in case you guys aren't getting my hints, this is not your average Vegeta. This is a real, truly corrupted Vegeta. Because of Vegeta's drive of wanting to surpass Goku at an immeasurable rate, Babidi would be able to latch onto this and be able to control Vegeta over the years and corrupt Vegeta into a man that he really shouldn't be. This isn't any normal Majin Vegeta. This Majin Vegeta is out for true blood and will kill Goku the second he gets. The fight would be almost the same from canon, except Goku wouldn't try to get through to Vegeta this time. Gohan and Yamcha, alongside the other fighters, would head to Babidi's ship, with Kibito surviving because Gohan would have been able to catch Deborah's attack. Gohan and Deborah would begin their battle, with Gohan having the upper hand in this battle. Back with Goku and Vegeta, the two are equal in power, but with Vegeta's ferocity and savagery, he would begin to get the upper hand against Goku. Goku would then stop Vegeta's attacks and push him away. Goku then tells Vegeta that he hasn't changed a bit, and that he has one more chance to leave the Earth before he gets serious. Vegeta then becomes confused and then hysterical as he begins to laugh, thinking that Goku was bluffing. But soon enough, Goku begins to power up even more. His power begins to expand even higher and higher, with Vegeta watching in horror as Goku ascends into a Super Saiyan 3. With so much training over the years and after attaining Super Saiyan 2 way earlier, I believe that Goku would eventually achieve the power of Super Saiyan 3, but he would only be able to use it in short bursts like he does with the Kaioken, mainly because, well, he isn't dead. Vegeta would then begin to shout in rage that even after so long, this low-class trash still tried to one-up him. Vegeta then loses control as he lets his rage fuel his attacks, and his rage would be so powerful to the point where Goku would actually have to dodge his attacks. Goku would then begin to punch Vegeta off and begin to hammer it down on him, with Vegeta becoming insanely punch-drunk. Vegeta would continue to try to go for a killing shot against Goku, with him not caring about his life anymore, and he would begin to kill himself from the power fatigue. Goku would try to relax Vegeta, but Vegeta wouldn't stop until he did, and Vegeta would collapse to the ground, dead. Because of Vegeta's anger controlling his power, soon enough this would result into his eventual death. Goku would then power down into his mastered Super Saiyan state, which would kinda be like his permanent base form from now on. Why did it have to come to this? What made Vegeta want to go this far? This would linger in Goku's mind. If Vegeta never left the Earth, could he have saved him? Could he have actually been able to save Vegeta? Goku would feel very sorrowful for Vegeta because as evil as he was, he never gave up and could have been a great rival for him. Before leaving, Goku would dig a grave for Vegeta, just like he did on Namek, where he would give his respects to Vegeta. Goku would then leave to head to Gohan and the others. Back with Gohan, he would have been able to defeat Dabura, but wouldn't kill him. He would merely knock Dabura unconscious, with Gohan and the others going to the ship to face off against Pui Pui and Yakan, with them easily defeating the two. They would look around for Babidi, but then they would hear him chuckling as Babidi would announce that Buu is at full power. They'd all then find Babidi outside, and they witnessed Buu's shell open, but Gohan, Piccolo, and Yamcha would fire a blast and attempt to destroy Buu. To their shock, it wouldn't have worked, as Majin Buu would awaken, and Goku would arrive. Gohan would ask about what happened to Vegeta, but Goku would just shake his head. All of them would then meet Buu, with Goku telling Shin to back off, so he isn't killed, so Shin and Kibito back away. Goku and the others would begin to fight off Majin Buu, and they would be able to put on some pressure onto Buu, with Babidi getting concerned. Buu would begin to get very angry, with steam coming out of his head, and soon enough, he would split into two, Evil Buu and Good Buu. Everyone would be confused, but after a while, they would notice how Evil Buu was actually, well, the evil one, and so they would target that Buu instead. Evil Buu gets enraged by this, and he tries to absorb one of the Z fighters, with him being able to get Krillin, Yamcha, and Piccolo. They would all be confused until Evil Buu would buff up, and show off Yamcha's gi. Goku would become surprised, and would get an idea from this. Evil Buu would begin to face the group again, but would do much better this time. Gohan would soon enough power up into Super Saiyan 3 as well, and would begin to trip up Evil Buu, but soon enough, he'd be drained of energy. Gohan over time would have also been able to get Super Saiyan 3, but he wouldn't be able to hold it for so long, just like Goku. Goku would then jump in and begin to use Force Spirit Fission after so long, and soon enough, he'd be able to pull the three out. Evil Buu would try to power up even more, but Goku would drain him of his stolen energy, and soon enough, Goku powers up into his full-powered Super Saiyan 3 and fires his strongest Kamehameha. Evil Buu would be incinerated, with Good Buu being confused on what to do, with Goku suggesting that he would go off with the Kais. Kibito would see this as the biggest insult, but Goku tells them that Buu is just separated from his evil form and now he's kind of a child. After much thinking, Shin thinks that this actually be a really good idea. With the Kai's help, they'd be able to turn Buu into a good guy, and have Buu help them in case of any other enemies threatening the universe. Instead of having a guy of destruction around, now his destruction could be of use. Shin and Kibito would then leave off with Buu, and Goku promises to visit once in a while on Buu. With this, they all head to the lookout after gathering the Dragon Balls and bring the people killed by Vegeta back to life and to restore all the destruction that was made. They would have one more wish, and Dende would prepare to let Shenron leave, but Goku would then wish for Vegeta to come back as a good guy. Everyone would be confused by this, but before anyone could say anything, Shenron would grant the wish and would separate. Vegeta this time would be resurrected into a child, but it wouldn't be Oob, just to clear that little hole out of the way. Gohan would ask Goku why he did that, and Goku would explain that he felt bad for Vegeta, and after thinking about it, realized that Vegeta has great potential and that hopefully would become a great future fighter. And with that, that's where we're going to leave this part off for right now. Wow, I know for a fact I let a lot of you Vegeta fans down, but there is What If Future Vegeta Survived, so if you want to go check that out, maybe that can help your ego? Jokes aside, how'd you guys like the video? And if you did like the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, as it encourages me to create more content like this. This technically does end off Z, so there's two ways I could do this. I could either A, do an end of Z story, B, venture into Super, which I actually have written parts for, or C, go into a GT route. Let me know which option you want. So for right now, this is kind of the finale, but I hope you guys do go with option B, mainly because I have a really well thought out story for that. But if we do go into End of Z or into GT, I will also make those stories just as entertaining as I made my others. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and yeah, thanks for 100 subs, guys. Peace.
3, that's a magic number. Something in the way